Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang berbahagia Datuk Dr. Ahmad Sabirin Arsyad, Presiden and Group Chief Executive of SIRIM. Yang berbahagia Profesor Datuk Insinyur Dr. Muhammad Hamdi Abdul Syukur, Vice Chancellor of Universiti Malaya. Yang berusaha Profesor Dr. Nur Saadah Abdul Rahman, Deputy Vice Chancellor for Research and Innovation of Universiti Malaya. Yang berusaha Encik Ajmain Kasim, Chief Executive Officer of SIRIM Tech Venture Segerian Berhad. Yang berusaha Associate Professor Dr. Ivy Chung, Director of University of Malaya Centre of Innovation and Commercialization, UMCIC, Senior Management of SIRIM and Universiti Malaya. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good afternoon and welcome to the virtual signing for Memorandum of Understanding MOU between SIRIM Tech Venture Segerian Berhad and Universiti Malaya. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please allow me to invite Yang Berbahagia Datuk Dr. Ahmad Sabirin Arsyad, President and Group Chief Executive of SIRIM, to deliver his speech. Please welcome Yang Berbahagia Datuk Dr. Ahmad Sabirin.
Thank you, Puan Mimi. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang Bahagia Profesor Datuk IR Muhammad Hamdi Abdul Syukur, Vice Chancellor Universiti Malaya. Yang berusaha Profesor Dr. Nur Saadah Abdul Rahman, Deputy Vice Chancellor Research and Innovation. Yang berusaha Encik Ajmain bin Kasim, CEO of SIRIM Tech Ventures SIRIM Berhad, Senior Management of Universiti Malaya and SIRIM. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon to all of you. Alhamdulillah, we are pleased to gather here today to mark the collaboration between SIRIM Berhad, subsidiary SIRIM Tech Ventures SIRIM Berhad or STV, and Universiti Malaya. We are very honored to be collaborating with Malaysia's top university, an effort which we hope would subsequently result in more economic benefits derived from technology commercialization for the country. Ladies and gentlemen, SIRIM is mandated by the government to undertake industrial research by improving and discover technical processes and methods and encouraging the utilization of Malaysian products, technologies, and services. We are also responsible in adopting or adapting technology developed in other countries for use in Malaysia. SIRIM Tech Venture is our technology commercialization arm to assist innovators to bring innovations and technology solutions to the market, as well as to link the industries with the right technology solution providers outside of SIRIM. We are privileged to have the opportunity to work closely with Universiti Malaya, represented by Center of Innovation and Commercialization, UMCIC, in exploring smart initiatives in technology commercialization. Ladies and gentlemen, this collaboration, among other things, will provide Universiti Malaya with STV's technology commercialization advisory and services that could help Universiti Malaya researchers achieve their commercialization of invention. Under this collaboration, STV and have agreed to venture further in the areas of joint collaboration for human capacity building through training, workshops, educational seminars, and lectures. STV and have in principle agreed to pursue the collaboration by conducting joint project assessment. This is part of the technology commercialization processes where verification of the technology readiness is important before can embark on the next process. In addition, STV is offering various services under business commercialization, especially technology evaluation, certified patent valuation analysis, market studies, and other related to technology commercialization in order to add value to the collaboration. Universiti Malaya in the last 2 years has collaborated with STV in the commercialization webinar organized by UMCIC on 14 May 2020 and engaged with Center for Innovation in Medical Engineering, CIME, for submission of TED2 MOSTI fund, among others. Likewise, STV will also be the door for to get access to various other services in SIRIM. Ladies and gentlemen, SIRIM Tech Venture is gaining its presence by establishing collaboration with partners from various universities, industries, agencies, and research institutions in the technology commercialization area. It is hoped that STB will be known as an entity of technology commercialization and be a reference player soon. This will be an important milestone for SIRIM in elevating the rate of technology adoption and marketability of innovation in the market. We believe that a lot more technology-related investment is needed for the country to achieve the high-tech nation vision. Thus, SIRIM groups function in developing, facilitating, and ensuring the success of technology commercialization is imperative. I am confident that more can be explored by SIRIM and Universiti Malaya, including the possibility of technology adoption, technology transfer, joint technology program, and joint technical services for industrial both at local and regional level. Ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank those who have worked hard from both SIRIM and UM, and especially to Associate Professor Dr. Ivy Chung from UMCIC and Encik Ajmain and their respective team for realizing this collaboration. I would also like to thank Yang Berbahagia Profesor Datuk Dr. IR Muhammad Hamdi for accepting this partnership. And we look forward for successful implementation of technology-related programs and projects. Thank you, sir, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Yang Berbahagia Datuk Dr. Ahmad Sabirin, for this speech. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now invite Yang Berbahagia Profesor Datuk Insinyur Dr. Muhammad Hamdi Abdul Syukur, Vice Chancellor of Universiti Malaya, to deliver his speech. Please welcome Yang Berbahagia Profesor Datuk Insinyur Dr. Muhammad Hamdi.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bahagia Datuk Dr. Ahmad Sabirin Arsyad, President and Group CEO of SIRIM Berhad, and colleagues from SIRIM. Rakan saya Prof. Nur Saadah Abdul Rahman, DVC Research, Prof. Shina, the International Relations Office Director, and Prof. Ivy Chung, Director of Innovation and Commercialization, and also other colleagues who are also present in this session from various faculties as well. First and foremost, I wish to thank SIRIM particularly for agreeing to be a partner to Universiti Malaya, and we believe that a lot that we can learn from SIRIM Tech Ventures yang Berhad. And having Dato' Ahmad Sabirin as our illustrious alumni, I think it facilitates and lubricates the network that we have between Universiti Malaya and SIRIM, particularly with SIRIM Tech Ventures yang Berhad. I'm very sure that you are aware that in Universiti Malaya we generated tons of patents and IPs, intellectual property, in the form of trademark, in the form of industrial design, in the form of patent, of course, copyright, and so on and so forth. We have to date roughly around more than 600 patents, and it is not easy for us to actually penetrate the market, not easy for us to license these patents, nor it is easy for us to get this patent to the industry. It is a huge waste because the Universiti Malaya spend hundreds of millions, actually, the taxpayers' money, in order to generate these excellent patents. It is imperative that we ensure that whatever money that we have used that come from the country's coffer need to be shared, and protecting it in the form of patent, as what we have been doing so far, might not do full justice to the amount that has been spent in doing research and innovation activities. So we wish to see this intellectual property get access or get across to our partners, particularly in industry, to help them and actually to ensure that we use this patent for good rather than just put it on shelf. So with the help of SIRIM tech venture, I hope we can realize this intention. For Datuk's knowledge, we are now having a new vision. Right? During your time, maybe it's a bit different. We just changed our vision to be a global university impacting the world. We wish to be known, and we have been renowned actually internationally, but we want to be a truly global university in its full sense. That's number one. And number two, we wish to impact the world. And in doing so, we need to impact the nation first. It is meaningless to impact the world where the nations are not being impacted by Universiti Malaya. So in this journey, it's important for us to be, the presence should be felt by our industries and also the government agencies. And in doing so, we need to partner and find friends, particularly coming from government agencies like SIRIM, for example. We are almost similar. SIRIM has got a lot of strength, so many researchers, excellent researchers over there, lots of findings and innovations, and vast experience. Likewise, in Universiti Malaya, we have more than 2,000 lecturers, more than 200 professors, and these are, excellent people who has been having this knowledge, the body of knowledge, and the corpus of, different disciplines. So therefore, we need to get across this knowledge, not only just publishing papers, but also, having things that is useful for the country and for the industry particularly. So it's a very timely MOU, I think, Datuk Ahmad Sabirin, so that we can leverage on the strength of each institution. We have a lot to learn from you, sir, your experience in the industry, in how you build up the technology and push it through. And I think those experiences will be very beneficial for Universiti Malaya. There are so many excellent innovation in this university, really, very, very good innovation. Done by our excellent academic staff and students. We are actually on a yearly basis receiving tons of application to enter this university, and these people, these students, either undergraduate or postgraduate, they are probably the best in the country applying. And we just had a huge analysis yesterday at our management meeting, and we noticed that those students applying to Universiti Malaya is really the top students with straight A's or whatnot, 4 flat that apply to this university in comparison to the other research universities. So in knowing the stature and the brand that Universiti Malaya has, it would be a waste if we do not transform this into something beneficial. So again, I can't say more than saying my gratitude to SIRIM and the team for wanting to be with us. Of course, IC has been doing a lot of work with SIRIM Tech Venture. So we hope to have more collaboration, partnership, pushing our IPs to the public, to those private sectors, to government agencies, ensuring that they take this. It is not just the money. For us, it's secondary. The main thing is the technology, the invention is used by the country. No point having so many patents and it's not being used. It's useless. It's not what we are mandated to do in the university. We are supposed to do research, innovation, and share this innovation. Either there's a money transfer or whatever. It is secondary, in our opinion. So more so is to see that this pattern can be follow up and follow through, and be successfully commercialized. We'll be very happy from the university side to see any success story being created from this collaboration. So again, I wish to stress that the position of the university is really wanting to benefit our nation by what we have been doing so far. And we are also now moving closer to a lot of government agencies. We have been talking to the APU now. As Datuk might possibly know, a lot of university, all of us in university last time, we are actually sitting at the tail end. Whatever being done at the government level, ministry level, APU level, they decide what they want to decide, and we are basically receiving everything. We are not in the steering wheel. We are not in the steering committee even. We are just the receiver of of plans, policies, strategies done by someone else, which might not have the similar knowledge and capacity sometimes, but yet they determine where we should be going, the university should be going. I think this is something which we want to correct. We know that we have the capacity, we have the best brain and the knowledge in the country, yet we are at the back seat. So, it has been like that for yesteryears, Dato'. So let's change this. At the management level, we are working very hard to penetrate into the government agencies and offering our services. We know that, we have done maybe a disservice by not, producing what the government or the agency wants, but now we want to change. We want our professors to know how to impact the nation through policy creation, through intellectual discourse, and through knowledge transfer. So we wish that can happen, and Universiti Malaya want to embark in that in a very, very serious manner. So yes, with SIRIM, this is one of the way forward, but we are also venturing into the rest. Secondly, which I wish to share with Dato' and the team from SIRIM, is that Universiti Malaya is a conduit, really. We are having tremendous network. We are sitting in a huge network, with members from top universities in the world. We are a member of APRU, Asia Pacific Rim universities, constituting 45 top research universities in the world, and only one from Malaysia. So Universiti Malaya should not be seen in silo, but it should be seen in a wider scope. We are also a partner to AUN, of course, ASEAN University Network, a very active partner. In fact, we sit in the board, and I hope that by having SIRIM as our partner, it opens up more avenue for growth, not only Universiti Malaya but also the rest of the network that we are having. We are actually having a lot of good network, Dr. Ahmad. So let's explore this and utilize the network that we have to the fullest, because that network is not meant for alone. It's meant as a conduit to the country. So I probably just want to mention only two things here to share with our SIRIM partners, particularly with Dato' Ahmad Shagirin. And I hope that our team in Universiti Malaya will work very hard in ensuring that this network with SIRIM Tech Ventures SIRIM Berhad will be a successful one. We want to see more commercialization, more licensing, or even outright sale of our IPs, and also the potential activities like training and even research and development as well, innovation. Because I know that SIRIM, particularly in MREC, for example, in Kulim, is doing a lot of research work. So yeah, I wish to end there, and I wish to thank all of you who are involved from the side, from SIRIM side particularly, for organizing this and for putting a lot of effort in ensuring that this is a success venture. So thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Yang Berbahagia Profesor Datuk Insinyur Dr. Muhammad Hamdi for the speech. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the most significant moment. May I invite Yang Berbahagia Datuk Dr. Ahmad Sabirin Arshad, President and Group Chief Executive of SIRIM, and Yang Berbahagia Profesor Datuk Insinyur Dr. Muhammad Hamdi Abdul Syukur, Vice Chancellor of Universiti Malaya, to sign the MOU document. Please welcome. The objectives of today's MOU includes technology commercialization, advisory and services, promotion and marketing of technologies on respective marketing channels, and any other marketing strategies by SIRIM Tech Venture and Universiti Malaya, and joint collaboration in running of training workshops, educational seminars and lectures to strengthen human capacity building. May I invite the signatories to lift up and show their folder as the symbolic for Memorandum of Understanding ceremony between SIRIM Tech Venture SIRIM Berhad and Universiti Malaya. Congratulations to SIRIM Tech Venture SIRIM Berhad and Universiti Malaya. Please give a big round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, For photo session with the witnesses of the MOU signing ceremony, may I also invite Yang Berusaha Encik Ajmain Kasim, Chief Executive Officer of SIRIM Venture, and Yang Berusaha Associate Professor Dr. Ivy Chong, Director of Universiti Malaya Center of Innovation and Commercialization, UMCIC. Please welcome. All right, let's move on to the whole group photo session. May I also invite Yang Berusaha Professor Dr. Nur Saadah, Deputy Vice Chancellor, and the rest of the guests. Please switch on the video. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our virtual signing for Memorandum of Understanding MOU between SIRIM Venture Sendirian Berhad and Universiti Malaya. May I express our gratitude to our honorable guests, Yang Berbahagia Datuk Dr. Ahmad Sabirin, Yang Berbahagia Profesor Datuk Insinyur Dr. Muhammad Hamdi, Yang Berusaha Profesor Dr. Nur Saadah, Yang Berusaha Encik Ajmain, Yang Berusaha Associate Professor Dr. Ivy Chong, and Senior Management from SIRIM and Universiti Malaya. Also to all distinguished guests for joining us. All the best to SIRIM Venture and Universiti Malaya.